They are working hand in hand. People did not want to participate in the election. The same IEBC kept on telling people that if people don't want to vote, it is their constitutional right. And if people want to vote, they also are exercising their constitutional right. So the people of these counties have already shown in their first attempt that they do not want to vote. So why are they forcing it on them? And they're saying they want to have security beefed up so that they can force this election on them.
Any other question?
Accusing your supporters of having disrupted and stopped IEBC officials from getting into polling stations by blockading roads and all that.
I can tell you that those are Kenyan citizens who are expressing their disapproval of what IEBC is doing. And all along, IEBC has operated as if Kenyans don't exist. So the Kenyans have been expressing to them that we don't want to participate on the vote. Don't force it on us. That's all.
Gachuri? Is Gachuri?
Time they're saying that they have an obligation, constitutional obligation to make sure that election happens there. Otherwise, it would be a ground for opposition in the Supreme Court. How do you balance these two situations? One, your supporters' right not to participate in this election, and at the same time, IEBC is insistent that it wants to comply with the Constitution.
Actually, it's not our duty to help the IEBC, because the IEBC knows very well that they have proceeded with an unconstitutional process. So we are not going to sanitize what they have done, and they should stop intimidating people, because they are the ones who know very well that they failed to follow the proper procedure.
Could you provide us with more detail of your justification for the use of the word genocide, please?
Well, in our statement, we have given specific names, and I can tell you that even now, if you go into the media and you watch what is going on in different parts of the country, the presence of police and the brutality that is being meted out to Kenyan people, houses being broken into, is very, very serious and alarming.
In your statement, you gave a list of some of the casualties, but you haven't given us details of how many people you believe have been killed by the security. We don't have the numbers.
We may not be able to give you the numbers, but since the election was flouted, our estimate is that close to 70 people have died.
We are combining them.
Apart from this thing, these people who have died in the hands of the police have been taken to the hands of the police. Is there any action that you are going to take against these civilians?
Everything has its own time. The first thing we are trying to convey to our people at this point in time is that the first repeat election tomorrow, we want to make sure that they are not injured, and we are telling them to stay away because they might walk into a trap where they will be injured. That is our priority. We don't want any lives to be lost.
There's a question there.
Point does this political impasse come to an end? What is it that NASA wants to happen? Because the IEBC eventually will be declaring these results. What will NASA's next step be?
Well, we'll speak to that in a few days' time. Let me be very candid on that. But let's just put it this way, that in my statement, I did say something about the Kenyans finally opening the servers. It speaks volumes, because what it means that the voter turnout that has now been manifest, and you have all captured it across the country, and the tally that is coming through, then you ask yourself the fundamental question: If Jubilee had the 8 million plus votes, how could they lose their support of almost 4 million people within a space of 2 months? That's the fundamental question. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Nina swali na ni jambo ambalo pia viongozi wa Jubilee na wapinzani wao wamekuwa wakizungumzia kwamba ni sababu gani ambapo baadhi ya wafuasi wenu kutoka maeneo ya Nyanza ndio ambao huwa wakati mwingi wanaibua rabsha, kuna wananchi kutoka kule maeneo ya Machakos na hata Pwani ambao hawakujitokeza kupiga kura, lakini
na Bungoma ni wapi?
Na athiriva jana
Bangladesh wamepiga watu huko.
Bwana, hiyo maswali yana gani?
Those are the questions, Prof.
Yeah.
That's a narrative that is being
Yeah, just a minute. Just a minute.
Yeah, yani
Don't stop ethnic profiling. You are the ones who are being used by the state to do ethnic profiling.
It's NTV. We told them even yesterday.
NTV.
okay.
There's a final one.
Final one there.
Yeah, please.
Too late.
That door is quite.
Well, all I can say at this point in time, that is Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta speaking. All right? And I cannot speak for him. Okay? So he is the one to elaborate what he means.
Yes. That's a good question. We've seen a number of votes for NASA today. I believe that Mr. Odinga is second at the moment in share of votes.
We don't know.
The first thing is that Mr. Raila Odinga had, in the middle of October, had told them that he's not a candidate. They refused deliberately to remove his name from the ballot papers. So he was not a candidate. All right? So it's IEBC to explain to the Kenyan people where they managed, or they insisted they wanted Mr. Raila's name on the ballot, and he had pulled out.
Do you think that suggests foul play, or does it suggest just some of your supporters wanted to vote there anyway?
I think the position is that IEBC has been exposed. They had planned to do what they did on the 8th of August, and with Mr. Raila Odinga pulling out of the race, their game has been exposed, and they do not know what to do in order to try and sanitize their flawed process.
Okay. So.
It was a shame, honorable members.